And I was just talking to another coach of mine earlier today, Ben, and he was mentioning about our sons, and we're just talking about life. And I was like, it's crazy that sometimes some of this sports is what helps change kids. It gives them a why. A why is very important for these young people. And when they're playing sports, could be basketball, football, anything, it truly helps them with their grades, the way they act, and all, because they don't want to lose it. So, we try to buy into that and make sure we're feeding them exactly what they want. When they love the game, you got to give them what they need, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but for me, like sports is what is what has defined me as a man. Um,
Yeah.
Playing sports from Pee Wee all the way through high school and into college, like this is what's made me who I am. The values that I learned in high school and college are what have carried me through as a dad and as a husband. And so, definitely I want to give that back to younger kids. I definitely want to see change in our community. And to kind of touch on what you're talking about with the guys that aren't in it, man, if you've done this for more than a couple years, you could spot those jokers a mile away, right?
Yeah.
You can see them as soon as you as soon as the game starts and the opening kickoff starts, right? So for me, I always tell people like, well, those are guys that didn't play past junior high. They don't know how to compete, so
Yeah.
it's all bravado, right? It's all chest
Yeah.
banging, and they're trying to they're trying to prove something that they didn't get to prove when they were a young man, right? When they were
Yeah.
still full of that piss and vinegar. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
for me and you, like I got my rings, I got my district titles, I got my all district, accolades, all conference accolades. I mean,
You don't have to
I've
live
been
through
there.
no kids to
Yeah,
validate
exactly.
yourself. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. So I've been there, done that. I've been in district championship games. I've been in high school playoff games. I've been in college playoff games. I've been in college national championship games. I've been on the field coaching Tulane versus LSU. Like I don't, I don't have to prove anything. I'm out
Yeah.
here just for
And you
the
can tell
joy.
the difference of that. Coaches like your status and myself, some of these other coaches around, uh,
You
uh, you can tell that. You can see it in you. You can tell when you're out there for your pride and ego, and you can tell when you're out there truly for the kids, man. That's the truth. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this, because like when I'm coaching, like I'm pretty even kill. Now sometimes I'll twist off and I'll get onto them, but then I'm right back to even kill. And I had a couple of my coaches, not this last year, but the season before when I took that team that 10U team over in Midlothian. That, I snapped on a kid and then so you get real loud and real big and get in their face, and then all of a sudden, okay, here's what we're gonna run.
Yeah.
And the coach, man, he's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, well, I'm not really mad at him. I'm just trying to get his attention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
and you're
easy.
probably like me. It has nothing to do with being mad at him. I think I,
Yeah.
I scream and holler more, and it's about do your job and do what you're asked to do. But the frustration kicks in when we sounds like we're mad at them. It's about how we're disappointed because they missed an opportunity. That's it. Because we love them so much, right? And it's like because I'm the same way. I'm with you, and I think you've seen that in me. Is I'm going to attack you, but it's not to make it personal. I'm attacking you. Come on, man! Like that was your opportunity to shine in front of everybody, in front of your mom and dad, all the hard work. So I'm just as frustrated as they are when they're grabbing their helmet. I'm just as frustrated, but it has nothing to do with anger. It has everything to do with disappointed, missed your opportunity.
Yeah, I've never been angry at a kid for making a mistake on the field. Now I've lost my cool on a couple of officials, but that's a whole different story for another day. But,
Yeah, people tend to forget those guys don't get paid a lot, man. You don't want those on your
no,
bad side during a big game, right? So,
you don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I think I've lost my cool maybe two or three times on an official, and it's just because it's so one sided, or maybe it's not. And it just feels that way in the moment. But we get to the one sided stuff, and it just seems like you're being picked on. And it's not so much that I'm upset for me; like I'm upset for my guys. I feel like my guys are being done dirty. Then you got to get onto them a little bit, let them know, yeah, hey, we're not gonna do that today. You're not gonna shit on my
yeah,
guys, like,
yeah.
So